Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Chicago Bears. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olsen. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Chicago. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there were some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the #1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple years.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
And the Bears.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 9. Monunga gonna get it again. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Carson Schlesinger there on the stop.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. They pick up 17 through the air. First down, Chicago.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On the ground, here is Monunga. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
10 more yards.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
They're going to run it here with Mananga. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
A run on first and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And now they'll be looking at third and goal.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Cairo
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
I'm not sure there was a more heralded player at the quarterback position, Mike, regardless of where they were drafted, than Shedeur Sanders coming out of Colorado. I mean, he was the story of the year, him in prime. Now the question is, can he bring that efficiency and explosiveness that we saw on Saturdays? Can he find that groove and rhythm in the NFL? And I think all the talent is there. How does he adapt to the NFL game? How does he adapt to being the face of an NFL franchise? I think if he can manage all of those things, I think on the field, he has all the talent you need to be successful at quarterback in the NFL.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, Shedeur. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Shedeur. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
And now he's just single-handedly taking over this drive, Mike. I mean, they better find a way to neutralize him before he does more damage. Get more bodies on him, take the protection to him. Either way, just get him blocked.
So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bears offense going to take over now for the second time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a first down. Here's Williams. That's complete on the tight end screen. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it is Monunga. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Parsons Schlesinger there on the stop.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Jerome Ford. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Duvernay to return. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Run now for Manunga. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
A gain of 26
It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started, a big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll run with Manunga. Gets to the edge at the 30. Waterani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
At this point, Mike, it's clear this defense just doesn't have a lot of answers right now for this run game. A combination of the job being done up front by the offensive line and the big playability of this running back.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
2nd and inches. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Bears are going to be set up 1st and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
That's another.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scale.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through, and the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead.
Bears 10, Browns nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes Ford on the return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Sanders keeping it on the zone read. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
We are through 1. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. As we are ready to get back underway. Open man, and that's Tillman. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
And it brings up third down.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Cedric Tillman was the intended target. And that'll set up fourth down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monungai heading back out for their next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Here's Williams on 1st and 10.
Williams pass complete to Devin Duvernay. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A play fake. Now Williams. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Connection made. It's Burden. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff here, up the middle, and some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
So I think as they continue to have success on the ground like they did here, I think we're going to see them continue to lean towards that ground game, force the defense to come up, sell out, take it away, and then there's all sorts of options downfield in the passing game.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll have the first down. We'll get him up around the 37.
It's a gain 2, and the Bears first down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Oh, and they had a shot there, Mike. He just overthrows his man, and this just comes down to just continuing to get on the same page. This is a feel throw, a feel route. Just puts a little too much air on it, and he just can't quite run it down.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
That's taken at about the 14. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield. The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They have a very short field to work with following the good punt return. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Sanders now off the bootleg. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Now, this is something that we typically see out of maybe a more veteran quarterback, not necessarily a rookie, but just having a really nice sense of game management, throw the ball away, and live for the next down.
On 2nd down, Sanders. He'll get back to Quinshon Judkins. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. A gain of 11 on that one. It's a Browns 1st down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups. You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as, if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here, he ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
To throw again is Sanders. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry. So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
Line of scrimmage back at the 7 for 3rd and goal. Now, Shador. Here's a screen set up for Judkins.
Sanders pass.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they turn it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll go play action here with Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Kyle Panungai. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
The 17-yard line.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Open man, that's Duvernay. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again. This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Moore going in motion. 3rd and short yardage. Here's Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Here's Tory Taylor now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. First and 10 now from the 36. That's complete. It's Malachi Corley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That's out wide to Judkins. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
At the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 2nd down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Sanders. A short one that is caught by Fanning. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Again, it's Sanders. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Gain of 19 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Browns first down.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Sanders going to throw again. That'll be caught. It's Jerome Ford. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing again is Sanders. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Shador. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Browns are on the board. It's 10-7.
Browns 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now Williams. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throw it again. It's Williams. And he let him a bit too much. That pass is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
3rd and 2. Here we go. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line.
19-yard line.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway.
Cairo
3
Santos
points,
to
all
kick
that
off for
separates these
Chicago.
two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes Ford on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Browns offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That one down the field, but It is incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka maneuvering in there to bring his man down.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Bears first down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
13 more yards. That's another Bears first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
To the 5-yard line.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
We'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Judkins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at their line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now it's Sanders. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now, Shador. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
This brought in out past the 20. Oh, looked like he gave it a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Monangai heading back out for their next possession. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
For a Bears 1st down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
It's a pickup of 44
A big-time play for the Bears. A pickup of 44 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Simply put, you just have to be more disciplined along the back end, Mike, especially when you're playing against a quarterback like this. I mean, his ability to identify mismatches so quickly and then target them with the ball, you've got to take away that space, change up your looks, and as a result now, they're going to test your red zone defense.
That's hauled in at the 2. And He can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a loss of
Sometimes
one.
it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle, and drops him for a loss.
Williams to throw on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
So while there's some temptation to go for this ball, I think the smart thing to do here is take the 3 points, make this a 2-possession game, but I think he's at least considering it. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does here on fourth down.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal.
20-yard attempt.
This, about as short as you can get. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. On the ground, Judkins. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Ford. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Ruben Hippolyte there for the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Sanders will throw it. He's got a man. It's Bannon. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw is Sanders. Open man, and that's Tillman. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 yards.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Cleveland.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On the ground, this is 4. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Sanders.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The Bears offense and running back Kyle Manungai heading back out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Manungai gonna get it again, and he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Has Shador on first down. We'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. They go play action with Sanders.
Been a largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Sanders to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn 4th down into a first.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to pick it up, take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Browns, first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On 2nd down, Sanders. He's into space past the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Shador. Over the middle, that's Corley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
1. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for the first down. It's 4. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So here we go. Big spot for the rookie. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. On the give, it is Manunga. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Run now for Manunga. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Tyson Campbell on the tackle. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
That's good for a Bears first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain And that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
52-yard attempt.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Browns offense headed back to take over once more. Throwing now, Sanders on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
That's good for a
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
On play action, Shador. Forced out wide.
Shador Sanders on the scramble. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, crowd noise rises. Big play here. 3rd and 1. They'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the 1st down, and then to protect himself with the slide. Well done.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now Sanders to throw on 2nd down. To the left side, it is caught by Fannin. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call.
Automatic first down.
Here we go. First and goal. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Point after, coming up here. His kick is good, and the Browns will cut it to a 2-point lead.
19, Browns 17.
They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game that hung in the balance much of the way, but they're able to come away with a 2-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.